This is Jamal House of Sports and Entertainment. I'm taking a little walk. I'm going to talk about T.I and Meek Mill situation. T.I being denied access in the gated community where he lives, where he purchased a house by the security, and Meek Mill being denied access to the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas. On T.I.'s behalf, it was a security guard. Security guard gave him a hard time. Security guard sleeping on the job. Security guard could have handled himself much better than what he did. And if you ask me, that security guard shouldn't even have his job after that. I watched him as he tried to antagonize T.I. The man is a resident there. T.I.'s wife, Tiny, even called out to the booth to confirm that with the security guard. And he still gave T.I. trouble. Why? Why you go to your way to give T.I. trouble? And this needs to be investigated further. And this was from a black security guard giving him trouble like that. And I'm saying, and the reason why I'm using the reference black is because it is a colored man that did this. And I'm a person that deal with principles and morals and behaviors, not color, but I am pointing out the fact that it was a colored man doing this to this man. Ran out his way to antagonize him. Now, one of T.I.'s men ended up getting incarcerated, locked up for a fine or something. But of course, T.I. gave his man some change. I don't know if it was like one of his ace boys or his associates or like a bodyguard or something, or but T.I. did give him money when the police arrested him so he could pay off his fine or whatever outstanding warrants that he had. But the whole situation was unprofessional by the security guard. To me, if you ask me, it's got jealousy and hate and resent written all over it. Totally unprofessional. He should be fired from that job. Shouldn't even be allowed to keep that job after this. It's despicable, it's disgusting. Okay? And that's what I'm saying about when you rise up. So it's going to be somebody that's jealous and envious that's going to try to pull you down. So you got to be aware of that. And this is a sign for celebrities. So what they got to realize, stay on the P's and Q's and really understand that people are jealous and resentful. And they're going to do anything, any which way they can to try pull you down because you're up on a ladder. But you can't allow yourself to fall into the traps and the hate and the envy, because that's going to pull you down, right? T.I. is doing a great thing with his music, putting out his albums, and he's rich, came from the bottom to got to where he is. Now I got another black man, the security guard, he's feeling some way towards T.I. And it's got a personal vendetta against T.I. because I have a feeling it's more to do with T.I.'s status, right? He feels inferior to T.I. when he really shouldn't be feeling inferior. When he really should be, okay, this man's a black man, has established himself, is rich, is living in a gated community. Let me give him his respect, because T.I. didn't come in there and disrespect the man. The man denied T.I. access to his own gated community where he has a house, where he brought land. So he's invested in a property back then. You're giving him a hard time. Even after his wife called, and you're still arguing with his wife on the phone when she called, and you're antagonizing his wife and T.I. So you try to provoke a situation. That's the way I see it. The security guard tried to provoke a situation, and he should have dealt with the situation much better than what he did. So with that being said, he should lose his job, because there's too many of these, especially these blacks, when they see other blacks in position or rising up or they're up high, you try to pull them down. You try to downgrade them. You try all sorts of little things, scamish things to try to get at him. And that was clear. The guy had motive to antagonize T.I. and try to attack and assassinate his character because of who T.I. is and what it's accomplished. Now, Meek Mill's situation, like him being denied access to the hotel, and they wasn't able to tell him why. So he's just asking, that he had the right to ask why. Why am I being barred from this hotel? So they couldn't come up with an answer. Then after, he kept on asking him, they was talking with one of the managers, whoever the guy was. He couldn't tell him why he was banned. The manager only told him that, oh, this is beyond my reach, or some words like that. But yet, he tells him if he don't get off the property, he's going to be arrested for a warrant for trespassing. So I'm saying, how could the man be trespassing if he ain't done nothing on the property to be trespassed for? So how could he have a warrant for that if he ain't done nothing to warrant him being considered a trespasser? That don't make no sense to me. It just don't add up. So like these guys have got to realize. And Meek Mill's made the change in his life. He is on probation. He's still on probation. It's got a lot of people that have support him in jail, billionaires, and people believed in him. And Meek Mill's reformed himself. He's came a long ways. But what he's got to realize is this. Just because you change doesn't mean everybody else is going to accept your change. And no, I don't know what right that hotel here is denying you access to that property for no reason. Right? So I feel the hotel should be investigated for denying him access because he came to spend some money. And I know I'm hearing people saying the comments about just because you're a celebrity and you want to come spend money doesn't mean that they got to accept you. But if they ain't got no reason not to accept you in the hotel, like when I'm saying a reason, if you ain't done nothing, how could you be banned? How could you be trespassing if you ain't done nothing to trespass? So it's a clear sign of hate again, envy. And Meek Mill's on a wave right now. He's riding right now. He's got a lot of people supporting him around the world. He's got a big fan base. He's growing. He's evolving. He's doing a lot of things, I think, in Congress or with the, trying to help reform the system, as well as T.I. They're doing things to help reform the system too. So they're on a move. They're definitely on reformation in their lives, right? Because T.I. went through his thing where he went in prison, right? And even in Meek Mill's case, they removed the judge who was blatantly biased against Meek Mill's the first time when she put him in custody and jailed him. They removed her off the case now. So, Meek Mill and T.I., you guys got to stay on your P's and Q's and realize that when you rise up and you reform your life, it doesn't mean that everybody else is going to accept it. That's not the reality of it. That's not the way the game's played. Okay? Just got to stay focused, keep on doing what you're doing, stay on your grind. Keep building, but stay aware. Okay? Just because you achieve something, don't think that everybody else is going to be happy for you and accept it. So I just want to drop my 2 cents on what I thought on the whole situation on both of these guys and on both counts. It's definitely discrimination on both counts. And that should not have went down in either case, the way these guys were handled. Especially in T.I.'s case, trying to enter his own residence. And then Meek Mill's case, like he's going to a hotel to spend some money. You don't want him on the property because of what? Gang affiliation? What? He's not a gang member. He's a rapper. Is it because it's a rapper and it's a black rapper? Right? And then in the security guard's case, discriminating against T.I. Trying to deny the man access to his own premises where he lives. Antagonizing him, going out of your way to antagonize him. And he ends up getting arrested, and he never threatened the guy. He never threatened him. Raised his voice, but never threatened the man. But still, up to this day, as far as I know, that security guard still got his job. Now, if he don't still have his job, let me know if any changes have been made in that. Because I think he should be removed from that job. It's clear discrimination, is antagonizing. And in Meek Mill's case, the manager, because I saw the manager guy on TMZ talking, and Meek Mill was talking to him, Meek Mill and his boys and his crew. There's asking why? Why am I banned out of her? Why can't I access her? So that manager needs to be held accountable too, because that's blatant discrimination. But this Jamal House of Sports and Entertainment, thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you want to hear next. This is where you get news on hip-hop, battle rap, and R&B. Stay blessed and encouraged.